Alright, with 18 minutes to start, what's up guys, my name is Starbracer. I made one of these for the Pokemon thing, and now EA just today was like, I'm EA, I'm gonna do whatever the heck I want, here's some games and stuff. So I personally have no EA game that I'm tied to other than the Star Wars ones, like Battlefront 1 and 2 on Xbox, and like their new Rogue Squadron, or new Squadrons, that looks cool. But usually I'm completely and utterly bored to tears by EA's presentation. So let's see if they can excite me. I doubt they can. Looks like they're going to be showing violent video games today. Electronic Arts presents. Also, if you didn't know it was called Electronic Arts and EA stood for Electronic Arts,
hello and welcome everyone
to
EA Play 2020.
What's up, Andrew?
Happy that you're joining. I want to extend a heartfelt thank you to first responders, medical staff, and essential personnel.
Of course.
This has certainly been a challenging year.
Indeed.
From natural disasters like the bushfires in my home country to the devastating COVID-19 pandemic, these brave heroes are working to keep us safe and healthy at every turn. This is also a critical time for the movement to end racism and racial injustice in this world.
I'm so glad he's mentioning this.
Black lives matter, and there is much to be done to drive real and meaningful change. Today we're here because of the power of games. Games bring us together. They can make our lives better, they can teach us, they can provide escape and self-expression. And most of all, games can be fun. All of us at Electronic Arts believe in that, and it's why we're excited to get up every morning to make great experiences for all of you.
I don't like that he said games can be fun, though. That's the thing. I almost feel like that was a jab to himself and his company for, you know, Battlefront 2.
So thanks for being here with us.
If you have a surplus of money.
And now...
What's up, everybody? I'm Greg Miller, and welcome to EA Play. We had an incredible show in LA planned for you. Huge stage, massive setup, these giant monitors. I was going to fly in on an X-Wing. I was going to land the X-Wing on stage. I was going to set off a bunch of fireworks.
So you're going to talk about Star Wars Squadrons.
Bam, shooting out game consoles. Then Carol Baskin, some tigers. That last part was all me. Then, because of circumstances beyond our control, we had to come up with something a little different. Instead of LA, I'm in my hometown of San Francisco, but we still have the Tigers. What's that, Gene? No Tigers. So you lied. Oh, all right. I'm being told there are no Tigers, but whatever. We're still going to bring you the EA Play you know and love. Huge surprises, big announcements, incredible reveals, and never-before-seen gameplay.
It's an EA presentation.
Coming up over the next hour, we've got game reveals galore.
I would hope so.
Trailers of new titles, some old favorites making a comeback, a look
Come on,
at a
Kevin.
new way. And pay close attention because today you could win one of thousands of Steam codes for more than a dozen great EA games on Steam.
Steam codes? Oh, the thing
Throughout
that my
the show, keep an eye out for
laptop
discreetly placed golden letters.
E, I found an E. Oh my gosh.
Write them down as they appear, and at the end of the show, we'll tell
Found
you
an E
where you can enter that secret.
Hey, Apex news. The people I live with freaking love Apex Legends.
You should smile more.
He can't. He's skull-faced.
Hey Apex fans, the battle just keeps getting bigger.
Is it a new map?
I'll high-five you all when I see you.
So just everyone's gonna be clad in gold armor and stuff like that.
Check yourself or wreck yourself.
You better check yourself before.
And that's not all, Apex fans. The battle
Gosh,
is
dang it.
expanding. That's right. This fall, we're bringing Apex Legends to Steam. And I know you're hoping, wondering, praying. So before you ask, yeah, crossplay is coming to Apex this fall. It's been one of the biggest requests we get, and we're thrilled to finally.
No
We're
freaking way.
huge fans of Nintendo here at Respawn, and we're incredibly excited to be bringing Apex Legends to the Switch this fall.
Cool.
And we'll share more details in the months ahead.
A
So that means
crappier
you'll be
Switch
able to
version.
squad up no matter
Neat.
where you and your friends prefer to
What
play.
is Origin?
Xbox, play seeing you all.
I
nerd.
tell you,
And don't forget, check out
this
Lost
game
Treasures
is
on June 23rd.
completely like
Woo! Oh
run and
man,
supported
that was
by the
amazing.
fans, right? Because it was
I think I'm hyperbolic. I think I'm hyperman. I've had a really good time here.
Mirage is amazing. Because it's a free to play game. I looked up the numbers, and the in-game purchases reach
Sul, everyone.
millions.
One thing I admire about Apex
millions
Legends
of dollars.
is its commitment to having such a diverse range of characters.
So yeah, it has a very
At The
diverse range
Sims,
of characters.
We've always believed representation and diversity in games
Oh
is critically
please no,
important.
not The Sims.
Perhaps just how meaningful it can be to see yourself reflected in the games you play. So, here to tell you in their own words are a few members of our
Sims
community.
against Mega Nurse. Wobble chobble wops. Fiddle piddle middle.
The Sims is almost like a utopia of what I hope our world eventually becomes.
As I got more comfortable with my character
Sims?
in the game.
We'll be welcoming players on a whole new
They're not even
platform
talking
as
about the
Sims
game?
4 arrives on Steam today. Take a look.
What? This game wasn't on Steam? Wait, how did people play this game before? I'm sorry, was Sims not a game that originated on the computer, on PC? Am I tripping? Oh my. Are you serious? I'm just not a fan of the Sims style game that like Animal
Hey everyone,
Crossing,
Alex here
make
from
your
the social
world,
team, and joining me today from
and
our
that kind of
community
stuff.
team is Freeman.
Hey folks, yes, we're
Just
here
not
to
into
tell
it.
you that it's
The critics love it, and we know you will too. This is Command & Conquer Remastered.
What the heck is a command and what does it conquer? Oh my. Remastered at 4K resolution. Oh my gosh, did you guys see the difference? Because I didn't. Now this music though.
Welcome back, Commander.
Don't call me your commander, please. I don't know how I feel about
and Steam
that.
isn't the only.
Reveal some more games. Over to you, Greg.
Please no. And this
Now, if you
has
follow my
already
content at all, then
detracted
you
into
know
things that we
there's
didn't
nothing
need.
I love more than buffalo wings and discovering inventive new games.
Did he say
Well,
buffalo
I don't have any
wings?
buffalo wings, but I do have something just as tasty. Over the
Please.
past couple
Let me guess, this will take a couple of minutes to get through.
Please welcome Joseph Ferris.
And here's the issue, we still don't know what games they're talking about yet, right? Oh, A Way Out. We're talking about A Way Out.
Swear here? Can you swear? Okay. The Oscars, you know? The Oscars! You!
Okay, I like this guy now.
Life when I came to Sweden when I was young.
Are
I've
you
done 5
advertising
feature
a
movies and I've
film
done 3 games. And
right
it's
now?
way harder than the story.
Is this an
While the
EA
movies is
film?
being paced. The new game, It
It
Takes
Takes
Two,
Two.
is a co-op action-adventure platform
have a title.
that will blow your f***ing mind away.
It don't.
The story starts out with a
It
small
only took a
family,
couple
Cody,
hours.
May, that's here, and then maybe you get back to Earth again.
Maybe you get
That's
back
the
to
part
Earth.
that It Takes Two, actually.
Maybe you do. Otherwise, you just fly off into the infinite void of cold, sweet death.
That was the best way to describe it. All right, Joseph.
No,
we love
it
you so
wasn't.
Much. Thank you. Keep it up over there. The Oscars. Of course, ladies and gentlemen, let's
Oh, he
keep
said the
this
thing.
originals train.
Welcome to Gothenburg and, well, my home.
What is that thing?
Unfortunately, I didn't bring you any Swedish fish, but we do have some exciting news for you about our latest game.
Swedish
At
fish.
Point, we will always be...
Our next game, though, we
Yo.
want to try something a little darker.
What?
Something out of a gothic fairy tale.
Yo.
It started with a mood and some paintings, grew into this eerie, strange world that feels like something out of a beautiful, twisted dream. And that's the world of Random.
Looks like
Lost in
a
Random is the
mixture
story
of
Eden, a little girl with a big heart and an even bigger temper.
Like-
After a horrible event that changes her life, she embarks on a dangerous journey through the world of Random. But fortunately, she's not alone. Just like I have Olav, Even also has a crazy little weird friend thing with her.
Along her journey, Even discovers
You
Dice,
calling Olaf a little
playful,
crazy
loyal,
little
almost
weird friend
puppy-like
thing?
Dice compa-
A dice that has ruled this kingdom for generations.
Yeah, I was gonna say this looks like what is that? Psychonauts. Looks like Psychonauts.
They should be scared of us, right?
It's always how I imagined a dice would talk to me.
Really cool. That's what we'll get lost in random.
Our first ever title, Rocket Arena. As you'll see, we stay loyal to the name of the game. It's a rockets-only shooter that allows players to get into the
Really?
action quickly and stay in the fight.
We wanted Rocket Arena to be an awesome, competitive experience to play with friends. I think you're gonna love what we've got in store for you. Here is the all-new trailer of Rocket Arena. Enjoy.
This guy's been my favorite so far because he said what the game was about, and here's gameplay.
Let's kick this into gear. The trophy will soon be mine.
Wow, look at this diverse group of characters already.
But the real reason life is so good? We've got rockets.
What a zinger of a line. It's got dynamic maps. And most importantly, what? Rockets. It's got rockets.
And an arsenal of evasive moves. Rocket jump,
Right.
rocket climb, and dodge to avoid getting knocked out yourself.
Not rocket
Don't
dodge?
worry though,
Why does he have bicycles in the
Each of the 10
back?
heroes available at launch have their own rocket-powered abilities. And as you
At
play,
launch?
you'll discover items that allow you to further refine each of your heroes'
I like that kid.
playstyles. Plus,
Makes me think
every
of
character
Zack
has
from Fusion
100
Frenzy,
levels of
and I don't know
progression
why.
that unlock.
That's really
And
soon.
there's plenty more content to come in our first season, which begins just 2 weeks after launch on July 28th, and brings with it a blast pass and a ton of free content, including new maps, in-game events, and a new playable character. Rocket Arena
Wow.
is a game meant to be played with friends.
They're basically
regardless of
saying,
platform.
yeah, it's gonna do
That's why
well.
we're
So
thrilled to
here
announce
we're saying it's our first season. You know, we'll do
So
another
grab your
one.
friends,
On that first season, we'll
regardless
give you
of
a
their
new
platform,
character.
and get ready
We
to
already have a
blast
season
off
pass
with Rocket
planned.
Arena on July 14th
It's coming out
on
in like
PlayStation,
a
Xbox,
month.
Origin, and Steam.
Wow, that looks great. And hopefully you've all been keeping track of the golden letters hidden throughout the show. And
Were you
really cracked the
paid?
code. Here's a hint. You thought you heard sleigh bells. That's because it might as well be Christmas in June. It's finally time to talk Star Wars Squadron.
Oh, finally.
Okay, I promise you, we are going to get a first look
Stop
at some
talking.
brand
Stop
new
talking.
gameplay
Stop
in just a moment.
talking.
But first, for anyone who doesn't fully
so
grasp
sorry.
why I'm so... Take a look.
Game engine footage. I knew it. I knew it. I watched that trailer and I said, oh look, an in-engine shot. Oh look, an in-game shot. Man, a game like this, after loving the space combat in Battlefront 2 and playing Rogue Squadron on the 64, gosh, you know I'm hyped for this game. You know I'm hyped for this game. Plus, space battles and starships in Star Wars has always been one of the cooler aspects
The
of
8-year-old and all of us is celebrating and excited.
of
the
Star Wars.
37-year-old man on this couch is excited. Ladies
What's in
and
your
gentlemen,
ear, dude?
For the second year in a row, I have the honor and privilege of helping introduce a new Star Wars title.
Second year in
And
a
here
row?
To put the hype in hyperdrive is none other than Motive's creative director, Ian Fraser.
And as a kid, there was a lot of different parts of Star Wars I loved. One of them was being a pilot, that idea of climbing into an X-Wing or a TIE fighter. So, you know, I played all the flight games in the 90s, and I got pretty obsessive about them. I'd pause, meticulously draw the insides of the cockpits and stuff. And actually,
That's cool.
I dug up some of those drawings from my parents' attic over the holidays.
That's
We're
awesome.
showing them right now to the world.
One of them even built a functional cockpit in his garage.
Wow. that's a fandom on another level.
Gosh,
How
that's
do you guys go
cool.
from
How does the
being a
game
fan,
work?
Drawing what you see in the this game.
What does it do?
I think that fandom, just love of Star
Yeah,
Wars,
the
has provided a
fandom.
really good
Mhm.
foundation for us. But on top of that,
Right.
of course, the team at Motive level of depth and detail that they show in the ships, the way that you control them, is something that I remember fondly from my childhood, and is something that we're trying to do very much with squadrons. You know, in real life, being a pilot is hard. It takes skill, and that's something that you'll see throughout the game. You know, as you start off playing, it's pretty straightforward, fly around, shoot
You're
your
not
lasers,
comparing
but
the
as you get deeper
difficulty of
into
the
it, you start
game.
learning how to divert energy from your lasers to your engines, how to shift your shields from the front to the
To
back
being an
cover your butt
actual
in a
pilot.
dogfight. Or at the higher levels of skill, you could do really crazy stuff. Like you can boost your engines, fly ahead, cut them off, whip around 180 and shoot a missile off your own tail while drifting backwards. Like real ace
Are you
pilot
serious?
stuff. And that's
Okay,
really
that
where we
sounds
have
cool.
a lot of fun with the game.
Can I see it though?
I want to learn.
So the
We
game
don't know
starts
the nuts
with a
and
brand new
bolts.
single-player story, takes place a little bit after Return of the Jedi, and it has kind of a
cool.
unique dual perspective approach to it. So when the game starts, you're going to create two pilots. You create a New Republic pilot and an Imperial pilot.
Loving
You're
it
gonna
already.
alternate between their perspectives, mission to mission, over the course of the story.
Okay.
You're going to meet a diverse cast of characters along the way, and also a few familiar faces. Now, when you're done with that story and you've played maybe a bit in the practice range, you say, hey, I want to try multiplayer. We want to make it really easy for you to hop online with your friends and play competitive space battles at that point.
And a Y-wing.
And so we've done a lot to try to reduce the barriers, to make it as easy as possible for you to play with your friends. And so I'm happy to say we fully support crossplay. You could be on PS4, Xbox One, PC. You could be playing on a traditional display or in VR, which, fun fact, the entire game supports VR from beginning to end. It's pretty cool. But regardless of how you're playing, which platform, they can all
did you
play
hear the
together.
thing about
Just hook up
VR?
with your friend, connect, have an awesome
The whole game is in VR.
You just
Did
Death
you hear
Starred my
about that?
mind, man. Like, I don't. That's awesome.
Great,
That
you
is,
got us.
The big question.
It gives me a good reason to
Okay,
give him
not
like
too long at all. I was
a
worried
hate
about you. I thought you
relationship
were
like
leaving me
Michael
on a
has with
teaser there. You
Toby.
didn't. You actually delivered. I appreciate that.
Except it's
The
more
next
real.
Big ass guy.
Enjoy.
Here we go. Buckle up, Buttercup. Psst.
The second Death Star is gone, but the Imperial fleet is still a threat. Vanguard's
Hey.
ordering. Let's make history.
It's a big ship.
This is it, Titan Squadron. Everything we've done has led to this. Finish those Vanguard scum.
This is Star Wars Squadrons. Earn your wings in a single-player story spanning 2 factions.
All stations, fire on that ship!
And master multiplayer battles as a squadron of 5. With the option to play the entire game in VR. This is the definitive Star Wars pilot experience.
Wow.
You'll begin your career in a single-player story
Welcome to Titan Squadron.
where you'll play as 2 combat pilots, flying for both the Empire and the New Republic.
I'm sure you can customize your pilots and stuff.
You'll experience this world through your cockpit.
I'm such a
About
child,
power
I'm sorry.
management, targeting, and shields. Increasingly challenging missions.
I want to drift in a Y-wing.
Welcome to the Nadiri dockyard.
Is that Hera?
One of my spies has linked the attacks with the New Republic. Stick together.
Will shape the balance of power in the galaxy.
Get ready.
Let him have it.
Is that Hera?
You'll need flight time with all 8 ships.
8?
Fighters are the most flexible and versatile, able to handle any situation. Interceptors are fast and highly maneuverable.
Let's get him.
Ideal for hunting
Get 'em.
down your opponent's
Get 'em.
starfighters.
That was kind of fun.
Support ships can keep allies safe and stocked up, as well
That's
as
cool.
disrupting enemy fighters.
Light 'em up. Nice.
Bombers are the heavy hitters, able to deal devastating damage to enemy flagships and starfighters.
That was my favorite part of
Preferred component. You need something
Battlefront
customized.
2.
I'll take care of it.
Unlock everything you need to customize your pilot and starfighters simply by playing the game. From cosmetics
Be a dank
to an
alien.
arsenal of over 50 components that alter how your ships fly, fight,
Put
and
some
survive.
dank components in your ship. A dank bobblehead in your dank cockpit.
Dramatically change your... First up, dogfights. Outs to work as a team.
Moving in on the enemy.
Utilize
Like
components like tractor
Tim
beams,
Allen or something.
turrets, and mines.
Can I get Buzz Lightyear DLC?
Or set up. Next, attack or defend 2 medium-sized
It's gonna be
capital
hearing
ships.
the pilots kind of, you know, pop off with each other on their confirmed kills and clearing objectives. That's gonna be the thing that pulls a lot of the, like, what they were describing, like real world pilots.
Or falls back to defend.
That camaraderie and brother and sisterly kind of banter you can have with your crew. That's gonna sell the game a lot. Red Leader, come in. Red Leader's here. Jerry, are you there? I'm here. What about Victor? Victor, I'm a little under the weather today, but I'll be good.
The unified squadron is the key to victory.
Yeah. That's gonna be the downfall of the game if you're playing online. Unity.
This is Star Wars Squadrons. Join the galaxy's finest and make your mark.
Looks great. I mean, I have nothing else to say, but DLC ships, more unlockable ships. Can we get the Naboo
What's up, everyone? It's your boy Lamar Jackson. I'm excited to be a part of the EA
Starfighter?
Sports family and to be you guys' new man cover athlete. I can't wait to show you guys what we have in store for you this season. This is EA Sports Next Level.
NBA 2K, football 4K, 20K, baseball, soccer K, 10 ball.
This game is the one true love. Makes it feel like somebody. I never thought I could rise to another way.
Is this the horror trailer?
My heart is like.
60,000 people
singing your song.
I can't live without that feeling.
If you can't live without it, then you shouldn't have it at all.
I want the real thing. I want that sweat dripping,
Meteor?
shin splitting, hair raising.
I want to feel it all.
Cuts to actual gameplay, and it's just football. Right, cuts to actual gameplay, and it's just soccer. Also,
That's a lot to look forward to. But there's
Not
more.
really.
Here to tell us about the future of gaming is EA's Chief Studio Officer, Laura Miele.
Thanks, Greg, and thanks, Lamar.
Laura.
Welcome to the EA Sports family. There are great things to come from EA Sports for
Welcome
all of you.
to the EA
and
Sports
that's just
family.
The beginning. As you've seen
When you're
throughout the show
family,
today, our electronic artists are
you
working
get taken
hard to bring
care
you
of.
more of the games
Because we
that
take
you
care
wanna
of
play.
those that
Games like Star Wars
cause you
Squadrons,
some
Apex Legends,
some trouble.
and Command
I
and
don't know why I
Conquer.
did this for trouble.
These games all exist because of you. Your voices are heard, and we are acting on your feedback. Now, we've talked a lot about all the exciting games you'll be playing this year, but our studios are working even further out, creating new experiences, new stories, new gameplay, all enabled by new console technology. And we're so excited about what's to come, we don't want to wait until next June to share what the teams are working on.
Here we go.
Generation shifts are an opportunity to push beyond the boundaries of gaming as we know it today. And
Wow.
this time is no different. Our studios are taking their crazy ambitious ideas and making them real. Criterion is known for how their games feel. From superior
Oh.
physics to nuanced details of gameplay, this team hand curates the moment-to-moment experience. And with the new consoles this year, there will be a seamless immersion which will get you into the race in a matter of seconds. BioWare imagines and creates worlds where you become the hero of your own story. And we're using this next generation of technology to make those fantasy worlds your reality. For every console generation, DICE
can only hope that's
sets the
Bloodborne
bar
2.
for excellence
It's
in
not, though.
audio and visual presentation. We are creating epic battles at a scale and fidelity unlike anything you've experienced before.
Yes.
At Motive, we are working on a highly ambitious and innovative new game that puts the power and creativity in your
Ooh.
hands. And it's an
Oh,
experience that would
no.
have been impossible without next-gen technology.
What is that?
This is
Can we
just the
talk more
beginning
about that,
of the things
please,
we are
Laura?
working on, and there is so much more to come. The future of EA Studios is not just about new technology. It's about you, your voices, your ideas. We want to be where you come to play. We want to make games for everyone. So please keep giving us your feedback.
I want
and let's
Microsoft
build
to
the
bring
future
back Killer
together.
Instinct.
On behalf of all of our studios, thank you for joining us today.
I want a Super Mario
But before we
3D
sign off,
collection.
there's just one
I want
more
Metroid
game
Prime 4.
we would love to share.
Localize
Darren,
Mother 3.
Over to you.
Give me a new Kid Icarus Uprising.
So the moment is here.
Remake
finally
Pokemon
get
Black
to
and
say,
White.
We're back. We're doing it. Skate's happening. We're
We're back!
rolling.
Oh,
Figured
really?
we got
Skate's back?
together.
That's
It's
cool.
The beginning. the Skate Evolution.
I'm now done caring.
We've been waiting. It is really early, but
Dime.
It takes a little while to find guys.
His shirt says dime on it.
Dude, harsh. Still, we've got a long way to go, but we're stoked, and this is just the beginning.
And seriously, we really
You gotta
can't
love
wait
him.
to
He
bring
says
you guys in
stoked.
and have you be a part of it
Naturally,
with us.
you gotta love him.
Thank you for your passion. Thank you so much. Skate forever.
That's awesome.
Guys,
I know Skate is
guys, we did it. We brought back Skate. Thank you to EA. Thank you to Cuz. Thank you to Darren. Thank you to you. Thank you to me. I can't believe that I'm so happy and my heart rate. Is this what exercise feels like? Ladies and gentlemen, I can't believe it. Before we go, because I love you guys, here are the last letters of the secret code. Now, this has been an amazing experience, an amazing Celebrate gaming.
I want a
Thank
Jet
you
Set
for being
Radio.
part of it, and it's been my pleasure to serve you.
I'm sure it has. Alright, and here's our recap. So overall, I gotta say, if we cut out all of their talking, all of the in-between stuff, because they knew that what they had to show wasn't too much gameplay wise, and even at the very end, like Laura and Squadrons was the best part, because she told us about stuff and gave us actual little glimpses of things for next gen, which is the next big conversation to have, and they didn't have that with their game presentations. The big focus that EA did, which was the best part of the entire thing, was crossplay. I've got my PlayStation in here. My brother Noah has his PlayStation in the main room, and my roommate, or our roommate Tyler, has his in the neighboring wall room just that way. He has his Xbox, sorry. And they're super into, he even got his girlfriend into it, and the three of them just play Apex a lot, and it's really fun to watch them all, I'm gonna name drop her, especially Cameron, get better at it, because she's played it much more than I have already, and she's already won more games than I have, and they're just fun to watch because all three of them are really good, and she jumped in and got it like that, basically. So Apex is already, you know, given that it's free to play, right? I guess we're talking about Apex first. Throwing out a lifeline and healing the divide. So yeah, we've got Apex crossplay coming this fall for PS4, Xbox One, Nintendo Switch, Steam, and Origin. That's crazy. I think that might be the most crossplay diverse game yet? I'm not sure. Fortnite still may have that, so don't quote me. But given how approachable it is and accessible this game is compared to other battle royales, like the more nuanced shooters like Call of Duty, where your aim should be pretty precise, right? I hope you guys heard that, because right out there, Cameron and Tyler and Noah, I believe, are just now finding out about Apex's crossplay. So that means a lot. Crossplay is such a very powerful tool for that unity. And I know that they're trying to strike the chord with, like, talking a big game, really, rather about showing. This was better to do that. Just saying, hey, we're bringing crossplay to these games. So first off, the Apex, the new season, looks great. I think the new costumes and stuff look amazing. It's coming to Switch. That's neat. Otherwise, I think crossplay to Apex and here's the next topic. Rocket Arena. They come out swinging. They're saying it's a shooter where everyone is using rocket launchers or like rockets. And I'm thinking, okay, what we're not going to see is gameplay from Halo rocket launchers. We're not going to see that because it has to be balanced to the game. So we have multiple weapons where it looks like maybe everything's a one-shot. They may have mentioned that while I was talking over it, but didn't super appeal to me. The art style is kind of done to death now. Rocket Arena seems okay. They came out swinging with, hey, crossplay with these things. We're already planning a season and a new character when that season comes out, and a season pass. That's saying a lot for us just now finding out about it. And I am not into it. What I am into. You wanna know what I am into? Is a small game. It's not too big. It has barely any development time or any polish in any part of it. It doesn't look very good. They definitely didn't go above and beyond to make it more than just the next entry in the Rogue Squadron series, or make it seem like it's just as simple as third-person piloting in Battlefront. If you couldn't tell, I'm super jazzed about Squadrons. Noah texted me out of the blue one day, like 2-3 days ago, with a link to the trailer. And I was super excited because, as I suspected, it was all in-game engine. With it looking that good, you know it's got to be coming to some weird, like, reverse compatibility for next gen. They never said that, I don't think. But if this game could be on next gen and it's fully supported with VR, I don't know why Xbox has never tried to dabble back into motion control and VR, that kind of stuff. Not that they need to, it's just an extra, but you definitely don't need to have those extra gimmicks to be successful. But you know what? Xbox is really leading the reverse compatibility. You know, putting in your copy of Blinks and it plays in 4K or whatever. You know, that stuff's cool. That stuff's important. The preservation of old games is what Xbox is doing. PlayStation's leading in the VR, and Nintendo is just doing their own thing, and they're doing it really well, actually, with their crazy gimmick consoles. But will it be able to run Squadrons? No. A game like Squadrons, looking how it does right now, if that was in-game engine for PS4 and the Series X, or no, and the Xbox One X. Gosh, I hate their naming convention. The ceiling, like where it could go on next gen, is in a galaxy far, far away, right? So that's very exciting. I think Squadrons has a ton of potential. I am so excited to learn the mechanics, the in-depth workings of it. Pilot customization, ship modding. I mentioned this in Final Fantasy, and I talked about it in reference from Final Fantasy, in reference to Modern Warfare, the new one. Modding your weapons and modding your whatever bullcrap you can to just have your own unique loadout and even character customization and all that stuff is some of my favorite parts of those games. It can be tedious to have to go back and forth and back in and back and forth, but if you enjoy the game and you like it a lot, it doesn't matter because you're enjoying trying out these new things. Even Spider-Man. Spider-Man has so many different combinations you can do with the suit abilities and your gadgets and the other thing. Having the combination for your fighting style really help people that maybe don't want to do the complicated stuff all the time, and they would just rather focus on survivability. You know, increase your shield's capacity, increase your ammunition, right? Maybe you want to squirm around and be hard to catch. Increase your thrusters, increase your rate of fire, you know, your mobility options. Bring those up a bit. Be jack of all trades, go for a balanced route, you know, like you can already think of the levels that this can go, and that is very exciting. I get to drift in space in an X-Wing. Laura, God bless you. Yeah, we've got so much to, like, I honestly, oh, this is a great shot to be on, actually. It says work in progress down there. I wasn't sure if this was an actual picture or not.
From superior physics to nuanced details of gameplay, this team hand curates
Did you see it? The frame rate may not be there, you know, because I know how it looks from the last one I did like this. And it looks like trash, but it's incredible. It's incredible the feats that they were able to pull with just 2 cars. And, you know, it's not a race, right? We're not seeing gameplay, so it's very bare minimum. But look at this. This looks like the best parts of Bloodborne, right? Mixed with weird demon bullcrap from maybe like a new Resident Evil 8, I don't know, whatever. It looks fantastic. Things look fantastic. This game, Half-Life 3, anyone? No, but maybe. I swear, if that's actually what it is, and I'm joking about it like I was going to joke about Pokemon Snap, I have to say, aside from all the stuff that I hate about these presentations, when they ramble and it's uninteresting and they just talk, they had some really good announcements, I gotta say. I have to give this one a little higher than I was originally, and I'm gonna like take out, because as a presentation it was like a 5. As a presentation it sucked. Showing off games and some of the development behind it, I'll give it a 7. They rambled on far too much, more than they should have, with little gimmicks and trying to keep the presentation aspect of having the venue and the dancers and all that weird stuff. They announced a new skate. Squadrons looks amazing. They didn't talk about the sports games. They just showed a horror trailer for them. They dabbled into showing what next gen's gonna look like. Their little new gimmicky shooter and platformer definitely is gonna appeal to those that are EA fans of those types of games. Not a ton for me, but they definitely weren't uninteresting. I should mention I gave the PS5 one personally, I gave it an 8. But the things that were the most impactful for me really brought it back, and I know for some people this is probably going to get a super low rating because they didn't show anything from Skate, they didn't show any of the sports games. The best things that they talked about were crossplay, next gen, the little bit on Apex, but not everyone's into that kind of stuff. So super niche. They hit my niche with Star Wars Squadrons. So I gotta say, for my personal rating, I gotta give it at least a 6.5. Anyway, that's all I've got to say. Play Live, you did me better than I thought you were going to. Usually EA is my least favorite part of E3 because it's just things I don't care about. But this time, they did better with that. Also, Lifeline had a new ability, right? She did the heal drone, and it revived the person with the shield there, and she was shooting still. Like, we all saw that, right? I'm just saying. Character variations? Maybe a new patch for Lifeline, new abilities. As always, thanks for watching. My name is Nathan, Starbracer, and I'll see you guys for the next bit of this disjointed E3 summer of reveals. Who knows when it could show up next? Most likely Pokemon, is what I thought, but then today I learned that EA was doing their presentation, so who knows? Peace.